Well, it's Saturday the 30th of January. This is episode 2104 of 301 Permanently Moved.online, a personal podcast 301 seconds in length, written, recorded, and edited by me at the JMO. I didn't want to talk about the Gamestonk debacle, but I just can't help myself. Firstly, I'm not going to explain what shorts are. To do so would be an insult to your intelligence, but I would suggest that if you call yourself a leftist or a Marxist, and short selling was explained to you via a screenshot from Reddit this week, perhaps you aren't as economically literate as you like to believe. Personally, I don't think it's hyperbole to say that the MAGA riots and Reddit taking on hedge funds are similar in terms of cultural importance and impact. Participants of both events share the common idea that institutions are no longer legitimate, competent, or representative. The media was just as shocked by the storming of the Capitol as it has been by the collective action of meme bros on Reddit. But we should take a step back. It's 2021, not 2008. The video games industry is now bigger than both the music and music industries combined. All the world's cryptocurrency is worth more than $1 trillion. Gaming, and to a lesser extent finance, have replaced music as an area of emergent and radical social coordination. There is no difference between throwing $100 into Robinhood and playing the stock market as dumping the same amount of money into Candy Crush or Fortnite. For anyone under the age of 35, markets pervade our psychic landscape. We've been exposed to markets, their manipulation, and wild price speculation our entire lives. Perhaps you first experienced the item markets in RuneScape or the Wild West of Neopets. Maybe you were embroiled in the gold farming economic wars of Ultima Online, or experienced hyperinflation in Diablo 3. Everyone knows that to get caught buying grey market gold in World of Warcraft risks getting banned. One of the reasons I've been talking about the metaverse and cryptocurrencies for the last few months on my blog is because online worlds aren't hermetically sealed. The simple explanation of Gamestonks is a user behaviour that sits at the heart of the internet's psyche, the raid. The reaction by Wall Street traders has been to cry about strangers in their playground. These new people are acting in ways that their high-frequency bots have no way of interpreting. They are economic actors motivated by spite and the lols, rather than the greed they are all familiar with. Fuck the hedge funds. Reddit is raiding Wall Street's server and playing the game. The connection between the events of this week and Occupy Wall Street are clear in posts by participants. But what else fell out of the 2008 crisis? Bitcoin. 12 years ago, the headline, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks, was encoded into its Genesis block. Like it or not, the blockchain is on the same side as you. If you're 23 years old today, you were 10 during the financial crisis. Millennials may be the post-internet generation, but Zoomers are post-money. Virtual coins and tokens have always been a reality for the 20-year-olds participating in Wall Street bets. Weird internet money brought into existence with meme magic and computation. The para-reality of the stock market and tokens in virtual worlds are one and the same, and so are the mechanisms for interacting with them. The real emergent force here is the coordination of people towards a set of fixed, obtainable goals within a system. Ryan Broderick wrote in his excellent Garbage Day newsletter last week, there is almost something reassuring about the pretense-less acceptance that corporate social media platforms and the stock market run on the same basic machinery, and if you can create enough hype around something, through memes, you can manifest it into reality via capital. Which reminds me of the most accurate description of Bitcoin I've ever encountered, from Neeraj Agarwal. Bitcoin is that scene from Hook where the Lost Boys imagine a feast so hard it becomes real. The memeing of stocks to stonks is the inverse. It delegitimizes the official narrative of Wall Street to one that they can't control. The phrase, 4chan discovered the Bloomberg terminal, exactly describes what was going on. Things go up, things go down. Meme hype, hyperstition, manipulation is exactly how all markets work, everywhere. Virtual worlds and crypto have desensitized 2 generations to volatility. What's new to Wall Street is the retail culture of hodl through insane volatility. This isn't the last time that it's going to happen either. A decade ago, ultra-left propaganda machine, Deterritorial Support Group, signed off with the following. Class struggle is a dynamic force, and the propaganda that travels with it must remain as dynamic and as powerful as the class. The modern communist is the digital native, and we embrace these territories as future playgrounds. Like it or not, the ongoing protest of crypto is important and needs engagement. The carbon argument against crypto is an easy narrative that keeps one safe. You don't have to get your hands icky. It is a simplification of something deeply complex that allows otherwise important allies to eschew involvement. Crypto is fucking with money. It's now programmable, a medium in itself, not just a medium of exchange. If you have been taking the spurious moral high ground, I hope the last week should make you reconsider, because your experience and insight can still shape the conversation and the technology. Otherwise you leave it to the bankers and the incumbent powers that be. It's funny that GameStop's tagline is power to the players. As the events of this week have shown, A lot of people hate the game.